Good morning, grade 7 students. Today is April 6, 2020, and welcome to our topic Subject and Verb Agreement focusing on indefinite pronouns. We have 3 expectations as usual before we start our lesson. Number 1, play the instructional video and answer the questions posted on this video. Number 2, you're going to complete the differentiated tasks or differentiated activities. Number 3, complete the Mastery Connect quiz. Subject and verb agreement, indefinite pronouns. Learning objective. All students will apply the rules of subject and verb agreement in different contexts correctly. Keywords, subject and verb agreement, indefinite pronouns, and singular and plural. Now for our starter activity, identify the subject and the verb in these sentences. Number 1, everyone has a textbook. What is the verb in this sentence? What is the subject in this sentence? Number 2, many have textbooks. What is the verb in this sentence? And what is the subject in this sentence? Number 3, what part of a speech are the words everyone and many? A, possessive pronouns. B, indefinite pronouns. Please write your answers. Thank you. Now, let's move on. How to fix problems in agreement? If we use indefinite pronouns as our subject in our sentences. Indefinite pronouns refer to a person or thing whose exact identity is unknown. Some indefinite pronouns are singular and some are plural. Some may be either singular or plural depending on how they are used. This is the rule. When indefinite pronouns is the subject of a sentence, the verb must agree with the pronoun in number. Now let us discuss the first rule, or this one. Some indefinite pronouns are singular. Let's see. Indefinite pronouns that are always singular. The following indefinite pronouns are always singular, so they always take singular verbs. These are the singular indefinite pronouns. First one is anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, neither, nobody, no one, nothing, one, somebody, someone, and something. Now let us use each as our subject in a sentence. Each of the soccer team uniforms is red and gold. Let us identify the subject of this sentence or the subject in this sentence. Each is our subject. So, each, as we said, this is a singular indefinite pronoun. So the verb must also singular. That's why we use here is. Number 2, everyone in the theater was delighted. What is the subject in this sentence? Everyone. So everyone, is it singular? Indefinite pronoun? Yes, it is. So we are going to use was. Was is the singular verb. Was, by the way, is a past tense of is. Now the third one. Each of the boys takes guitar lessons. Each, again, is our subject. So we will use takes, or we should always use singular verb. Takes. Now let us check your understanding. Okay. Indefinite pronouns that are always plural. The following indefinite pronouns that are always plural are used with plural verbs. Example: both, few, many, several, and others. Again, if we're going to use these as for our subject in our sentences, we should also use plural verb. Examples: both of my sisters are kind. Let us identify the subject first. Both. This time, the subject is no longer singular. It is this is an example of plural indefinite pronoun. So, we're not going to use singular verb this time. We're going to use plural verb, and that is are. Next, Many of the contestants have excellent qualifications. Again, identify the subject, many. And many is a plural indefinite pronoun. So we will follow the plural verb, have. Or we will use the plural verb. Next, few of my students were absent yesterday. Few is our subject. And again, few is a plural indefinite pronoun. So what verb are we going to use now? Of course, plural verb. And this is where. Where, by the way, is a past tense of are. Why? Because of the time expression here, yesterday. So we're going to use the past tense of this, where. Now, let's move on to the next part. The indefinite pronouns that may be either singular or plural. Right. The following indefinite pronouns may be singular or plural depending on how they are used. So sometimes these words, will take subject as singular and sometimes plural. But how are we going to decide whether we're going to use the plural verb or the singular verb? Let's check. Okay, the examples: all, any, more, most, none, some. Let us use some. Some of the music is good. Okay, the subject here is some. But as you can see, I underlined the word music. But why? For you to identify which verb, or for you to decide which verb are you going to use. Okay, here, some refers to the singular word music, right? Again, this some refers to the word music, and music is a singular noun. So, we cannot say musics, no, because music is an example of non-countable noun. So the singular pronoun some agrees with the singular verb is. That's why we use is here, because of the countable noun music. Now, I also use here some as our subject, but this time we're going to use plural verb. I want you to check or see the clear difference between these two sentences. Some of the songs are new. Okay, the subject here refers to the plural word songs. Okay, I underlined here songs. And songs is a countable noun. So we can put S here as for the plural form of song. Song, singular noun, and plural noun is songs. So here, we did not use is. We used here are as for our verb. So the plural noun some agrees with the plural verb are. Do you see the clear difference? Let's check your understanding. Now for your expert group activity. Group 1 will construct 5 sentences that contain the rules of subject, verb agreement, indefinite pronouns about the picture or the pictures. Group 2 or B will construct 7 sentences that contain the rules of subject and verb agreement, indefinite pronouns about the picture or pictures. Number 3, Group 3 or C will be asked to construct a paragraph or their own story that contains the rules of subject and verb agreement, indefinite pronouns about the picture or the pictures. Okay, these are the pictures. Relevance to the real-life application. We all know that we are facing this coronavirus outbreak. So, I want you to use the examples of singular indefinite pronouns for your sentences using these pictures. Okay, just choose 2 or 3 among these examples. And same with the next picture. plural indefinite pronouns. So please use at least 2 for these pictures below. And then the third one, I want you also to use these singular or plural indefinite pronouns, okay, to construct your sentences and paragraph. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. Now you're going to start your test or activity, and please don't forget to click the turn in button right away. Please don't forget to click this turn in button right away after you complete your work in Google Slides, because some of the students are not turning this in, and it's hard for the teacher to check whether you have completed your work or not. So please don't forget to turn in the button right away. And for our assessment for learning, okay, please don't forget to answer the checking for understanding through Mastery Connect. Again, reminder students, many of you sometimes forget to do the Mastery Connect quiz. Please don't forget, this is also important. So that's all for today, students. Thank you for today, and best of luck.